Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look, and I got my inspiration from IluvSarahii on Instagram, and she has a YouTube channel as well. This is the picture. Oh. This is the picture. And if you want to see how I recreated this look, just keep watching. Okay, to start off with, I'm going to go in with this Clinique Pep Start Eye Cream, and I'm just going to place this under my eyes just to give me a lot of hydration under there before we start the makeup. Now I'm going in with the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. And this is just to really prep my skin for foundation, primer, everything, just to make sure I have no dry patches or anything like that for foundation to cling to. Now I'm going in with my ColourPop brow pencil. And I'm just going to fill in my brows like usual. Okay, now I'm going to go with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to put a dot of this on each of my eyelids and blend it out with this Morphe brush just to give me a nice base for the eyeshadow. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this Makeup Geek Vanilla Bean eyeshadow, and I'm just going to put this all over my lid just to make sure all of my eyeshadow blends together seamlessly. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a Morphe M441, and I'm going to go in with the shade Chic from the Tarte Pro palette, and I'm going to use this as a transition shade. Okay, now I'm taking that same brush and going in with the shade Mod. I'm just going to place this everywhere I just placed that transition shade. Okay, so that shade wasn't red enough for me, so I'm going to go in with the shade Burgundy from the Cali palette, the Cali Burgundy palette. And I'm just going to put this everywhere that I just put those two shades. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the shade Vamp, and I'm going to place this in my outer V and start deepening up that outer corner. And this is a Morphe E22 brush. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the shade Burgundy again, and I'm going to place this as a base all over my eyelid for the shimmer shade that we're about to use. And this is just a Morphe Packer brush. I'm not sure of the number on it. Okay, so now I'm going in with that same brush, and I'm just going to spray some setting spray on it just to dampen my brush up. And I'm going to go in with the shade Dubai, and I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my Tarte eyelash curler, and I'm just going to curl these lashes up and really get them prepped for false lashes in a few minutes. Now I'm going to be applying my Maybelline Big Shot Mascara. I absolutely love this mascara, especially on like my natural days wearing just mascara, but it's really, really black and it makes your lashes look really, really nice. Now I'm going to go in with my One Heck of a Blot primer. This is by Soap and Glory. I really like this primer, especially since I have oily skin. I have noticed that it kind of keeps my oil away throughout the day. And it's more of a moisturizing texture, but it really helps keep the oil away and helps me not get shiny throughout the day. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I'm going to put this where my pores are the largest, which is mainly on my cheeks and my T-zone. And this is just going to really help fill in those pores and make sure that the foundation goes on flawlessly. Now I'm going to go in with some falsies, and these are the Ardell Faux Mink Style 812s, I believe. I absolutely love the Ardell Faux Mink line. These are the prettiest lashes I have ever found at the drugstore, and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. Okay, so my skin was still feeling a little bit dry, so I'm going to go in with this Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I'm just going to put this on the perimeter of my face, really just on the backs of my cheeks, just to kind of give me a little bit more moisture and a little bit more of a glow for underneath my foundation. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Better Skin and the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, and I'm just going to mix these two on the back of my hand and then apply them with a damp L'Oreal sponge. I actually like this L'Oreal sponge a whole lot. Like, it's so comparable to the Beauty Blender, and it was only $7.99. So I think this might have replaced my Beauty Blender for a little while. Okay, I'm going to let that foundation set for a second, and I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl Clear Brow Gel and just make sure these brows are really set in place. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my favorite, and it is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin, just to really conceal and highlight at the same time. And I'm going to go in with that same L'Oreal sponge and just blend that all out. And we're still blending, still blending, still blending. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Tarte's Pro Glow palette. I absolutely am obsessed with this palette, but I'm going to go ahead and start with my contour, and I'm going to go in with the shade Shade on this stippling brush, and I'm not sure the name of this brush. I actually got it out of an Ipsy bag, but I'm going to go in with this brush, and I'm just going to put this in the hollows of my cheeks and around the perimeter of my forehead just to kind of give me a cream base for my contour. I'm just softening that up with my beauty blender, making sure that there's no harsh lines, and just making sure it's all blended seamlessly into my skin. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the shade Sculpt, and I'm just going to top that over right where we just put that cream contour, just to really set that contour in place and kind of deepen it up just a little bit. And I'm actually using the same brush that I just used for that cream contour. And as you see, I'm just placing that right over where I just had that contour. Okay, now I'm going to go in with bronzer on this fluffy Real Techniques powder brush, and this is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm just going to apply this all over my cheeks and around my forehead and around my hairline, just to kind of bring some warmth back to my skin, since that contour was a little bit more of a cool tone shade. Okay, now I'm going to go with this Coty Airspun powder, and I'm just going to apply this under my eyes where the concealer was, and basically everywhere I put that Shape Tape earlier, I'm going to put this powder now. And I'm also going to clean up the contour with it. I'm going to bake underneath the contour lines just to give me a really sharp, defined contour. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Revlon Naughty Nude Blush, and this, I believe it's a crown brush, and I'm just going to put this on the apples of my cheeks and bring it back towards my hairline just to give me a really nice blushed look. Okay, now I'm going in with that Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just going to brush away anywhere there was excess powder from baking earlier. And I'm just going to run this all over my face just to be sure there's no excess powder anywhere. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this Benefit High Beam. This came out of a subscription service as well. And I'm just going to try it out today and apply it with my Beauty Blender to the tops of my cheeks to kind of act as a base for my powder highlight in just a few minutes. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the shade Stunner in my Pro Glow palette, and I'm going to apply this everywhere I just applied that cream highlight. And I'm absolutely obsessed with this Pro Glow palette, guys. It's so beautiful, and the highlights in it are amazing. There's one for every skin tone, and I haven't found one yet that doesn't look good on me. There is one, I believe it's called Fire. It's a little bit too dark for me right now, but in the summertime, I'm sure it's going to be absolutely stunning. And look at that glow. It's so pretty, and it's definitely one of my favorite highlighters right now. Okay, now I'm going to apply this black ColourPop eyeliner just to my waterline. Now I'm going in with this BH Cosmetics flat definer brush, and I'm just going to really smudge that black eyeliner out and bring it down kind of low just to give me a really nice sultry look. Okay, now I'm going in with this Morphe brush and the shade Burgundy from the Kylie palette again, and I'm just going to apply this everywhere that black is just to kind of soften up the line and really bring the whole look together. Okay, now I'm going in with this NYX lip liner. And this is a really deep burgundy wine shade, and I'm just going to line my lips with this and kind of fill in my lower lip with this as well. Okay, now I'm going in with this Anastasia liquid lip, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lips, just like you would, any normal liquid lipstick.
Kind of just like that.
Alright guys, this is the finished look. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Bye!